Well, I tell you what, I'm getting excited now. We are not too far away from this All-Stars race getting underway as we have a look at the results. 250cc Asia Moto 1. Thanarat with 20 points. Atherson back there in second with 17 for BB Racing. Sarthak there in third for Mahides with 15 points.
And that was a big result. We had Sarthak Chavan, a local Puneri rider from India, who's doing such a great job in the national championships, also in the world of road racing, taking a first podium for any Indian rider in this entire championship. That was a historic result, with Rugved Bargoje also finishing in fourth, with all the other riders behind them taking up the other positions.
Such an incredible job for these 250cc Asia riders, just to get out here in front of such a massive crowd. And I can't believe how vocal this crowd was. I've been to a lot of Supercrosses before, but I don't think I've seen the reaction, the genuine reaction that we saw from these fans.
Absolutely, almost 9,000 people, but the All-Stars, let's explain it very quickly before the race begins. 18 riders, it's going to be jam-packed heading into turn one. It's going to be like a normal Puneri road junction where there's crashes and chaos everywhere. How do they keep it clean? How do they compete against each other?
Now, these points don't count towards their individual classes, but it does for their particular teams. So let's see if Big Rock can continue their form, or will the Gujarat Trailblazers, or perhaps Rise Motorsports, Mohite's racing team. There is so many out there. Let's see who is going to come out on top. But we need to keep our eyes peeled for that 15-second board, as it is about to be held up. As we can see here, number 86, third rider from the inside is Reed Taylor, our double class winner on the 250s. Does he have what it takes to feature up the pointy end of the field here and mix it up with the 450s? Watch number 86 for a start. A great jump out of the gate, but squeezed out by Supercross on the inside.
Hugo Manzato is in the lead right now with Jordy Dixon in second. We have a 250cc class rider in P1 right now. This is chaotic, and Jordy Dixon already getting P1. Both the Big Rock Motorsport riders of Matt Moss, and also we have, I think,
Lorenzo Camporese was
yeah,
the one with the whole shot. What an amazing job from the Italian rider. Charles Lefrancois back in third place, but Tixier has got himself an early lead, and his big hitting competitors are a long way back.
Matt Moss is second for the Big Rock Motorsport team, and of course we are seeing Charles Lefrancois getting a great jump all the way through in that 225 machine. This is incredible. 450cc machines and 250cc machines all racing against each other. Lee, where are the differences? Clearly the 450s have more power, but the 250s are not far behind, because the top one of those seems to be Hugo Manzato in P6. No, it's Reed Taylor in P5.
Reed Taylor doing a great job, and I believe Reed Taylor is the first of our 250s. Manzato back in sixth is the second of our 250s. Now, we need to pay credit to such a good job for these 250 international riders. And Thanarat Penjan, seventh place. What an incredible ride.
Rider down, there is a rider down. That seems to be the 112 machine. We'll get back to you exactly on who that is. That's Addison Ruadado, the podium finisher in the 250cc Asia class. There was contact between Shlok Korpare and also between Tyler Powers, and there was chaos. Addison Ruadado caught up in the mix, and unfortunately for Shlok Korpare, the 17-year-old from Pune, nowhere for him to go. Bogged down all the way through. 2 crashes in the day.
Now, Samel, you have to tell me, I'm trying to pick up here. I cannot see on the leaderboard, and I haven't seen him on the track. Where is Cedric Supercross?
Vanished. I don't think I've seen Cedric Supercross as well. He was on the start grid, but clearly nowhere in the top 16. This is huge news, by the way, for Big Rock Motorsport, who absolutely depend on him. Cedric Supercross, one of their top riders. Actually, no, they've actually chosen Matt Moss to race in this race.
Okay, so one rider selected. Now we had a rider going down here.
That's Addison Ruadado. That is, no, hang on. By the way, folks, there is chaos everywhere. Mikel Lamarck for BB Racing has gone down, which means 2 BB Racing riders, Addison Ruadado from the 250cc Asia class and Mikel Lamarck from the 250cc International class, both going down. But take a look at this. Here's the number 86. That has to be Cedric Supercross. No, that's Reed Taylor indeed.
No, so exactly, you're exactly correct. And what a problem to have two exceptionally good riders to choose from, and clearly they have given the nod to Matt Moss, who finished second place overall due to a third and then a second in the 450 international class. So Matt Moss is the one representing, and hey, when you've got such strong riders, that is, like I said, a good problem to have.
Well, if it seems like chaos, it almost certainly is. The 250cc bikes and the 450 ones have been mixed up together, and what this means is there is pandemonium everywhere. We're trying to just figure out where everyone is, but I'll tell you this, Matt Moss is very clearly in second, and this means that Hugo Manzato is doing an incredible job. This guy on a 250cc international bike is literally head and shoulders with the 450cc bikes.
What a ride so far from our number 965. It seems to be that he is a lap down though. He is +1 lap, we are being told, and he is in there still trying to battle, but he's trying to get a little bit of a tag along.
5 minutes +1 lap in this race only, so we've just got 1 more minute left to go, +1 lap for all this action to come to a close. And with that, this battle at the top is going to be quite fun, because Matt Moss, he saw the back of Jordi Tixier for far too long in that earlier motor that we had in the 450cc international class. However, now he's determined to make the wrongs right. This matters so much for the team championship, and Mossy is jumping like an absolute maniac. He's
It
on
is
the rhythm.
under 1 second, 0.7 of a second between Jordi Tixier on the BB Racing Honda machine and Matt Moss. He is hungry, he's got the bit between his teeth, and he can smell victory. Is there something that he can do here to edge up onto the back? And we just saw on the bottom of the screen, a rider has gone down. We'll try to pick up who that is, but at the moment, it is protection mode for Jordi Tixier.
Only 30 seconds left to go before we come up to the 1 lap left to go aboard. This battle is going to go all the way down to the very end between Jordi Tixier and Matt Moss.
Now let me just say here, one of the biggest issues that Tixier is going to have to deal with at the moment is the pace at which they are lapping these other riders. Now, you don't know that you're getting put a lap down until the leader comes past. Now, that plays into the hands of Matt Moss. He will be hoping that some of these lap riders will, unintentionally of course, get in the way of Jordi Tixier, and that Mossy can somehow claw onto the back of Jordi Tixier.
And as Jordi Tixier rounds off this lap, we will start the final lap of this race. And a special shout out also has to go to Reed Taylor, who in a 250cc bike is outclassing 4 other 450cc bikes to be in P4. Final lap left to go. Can Matt Moss get the big win over Jordi Tixier in the All-Stars?
The gap is stretched out ever so slightly. We have 1.2 seconds now. So all Jordi Tixier has to do for BB Racing is keep it nice and clean. He needs to keep it where it is at the moment, because he has less than half a lap, and it will be the perfect night. No, it'll be the perfect weekend for Jordi Tixier, who hasn't been slowest at all in practice, qualifying, anything.
Coming across the final corner, Jordi Tixier is going to take a big win. It's not a double, it's a triple for Jordi Tixier. Winning the All-Stars race for BB Racing in 5 minutes. He has lapped all but 3 riders. That's how fast he was in a 5-minute race.
And an impressive second place. And how about the sportsmanship? Matt Moss on the left, on board the Big Rock Kawasaki machine, carrying number 102. And there we saw the 250cc rider and teammate of Matt Moss was Reed Taylor coming through, and a fantastic job there. But Jordi Tixier has come out on top. He has not put a foot wrong, and I don't really think he's seen the back of many jerseys tonight at all.
That would be like smashing 6 sixes in and over, and that's exactly what Jordi Tixier has done. Give him a race and he wins it.
That is how you do it. Great starts all night. That Honda has been rocketing out of the gate. 911 is his number, and he has won everything that he has come across. BB Racing must be so proud of their marquee rider, even though his teammate is down and out and a little bit injured. That is the way to do it.
And what's so impressive is Reed Taylor in P4. Yes, there were 4 other 450cc bikes, but on a 250cc machine, Reed Taylor was the leading biker on that. He was on another level. This kid is special.
That's exactly what we were hoping to see. Who was going to be the highest placed 250 rider? And it was all about Reed Taylor. He can hold his head exceptionally high with that. A top 5 would be impressive nonetheless. Hugo Manzato, someone that we expected to see right up there and who was battling with Reed Taylor at one stage, found himself well out of the top 10. All right, it's time to head down now to the man of the moment, Jordi Tixier, who is with Sagarika.
Jordi Tixier, remember the name, the star of the night for BB Racing. Jordi, it wasn't just 2 wins out of 2 races, you've also won the All-Star race. Talk us through your emotions right now.
Yeah, emotion is good. You know, since yesterday I was leading everything, so pretty stoked about my night. You know, I could say this championship is a success for me for the first round. You know, it was really awesome. I really enjoyed it. The public was awesome also. Super happy to finish with a win. You know, winning, it's always winning. So thanks to everyone around me. You know, it's been a pleasure. I work hard. This is my job. I'm happy to come in India, winning, giving the show, and that the public enjoying.
Right, now we saw this particular race was a mixed category race. Of course, there was a 450cc and a 250cc. Tell us, according to you, do you think 450cc has more power and more leeway over 250?
Yeah, especially on that track, you know, it's a little bit easier to get a traction with the 450. We have more power, so we can just let the bike rolling a little bit more than the 250 has to push more. So for sure, 450, it's a big advantage on that kind of track.
All right, then smile away and go celebrate with your teammates. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
This guy just must love chatting to Sagarika 3 times today. 3 times today. That's the price of winning. And why wouldn't you? Because this guy literally smashes it everywhere. On the starts, on the exits, on the block passes. You name it, he can do it all.
Yeah, and he has that smooth technique, nice and calculated. I don't think I saw him make a mistake all night, but you know what? I think when we saw the true Jordi Tixia is the one race that we had to see him climb through the pack. As we take a look at the drop of the gate and the replay here of the All-Stars race. A good start from Tixia. However, it was Lorenzo Camparisi that went around the outside and very momentarily led. But just like that, Tixia back up at the head of the pack.
That is the most beautiful sight. 18 dirt bikes going all the way through this incredible Supercross track that we have in Pune. But then we had chaos. Look, Goldberg tripped, and Anderson Rodero also fell along the way. And this meant that both these incredible Asian riders having a tough day in the Supercross All-Stars race. At the front, you saw Jordi Tixia jumping his way past, but it was tough competition from Matt Moss, who was behind him all the time. But Moss, he just couldn't get enough in this 5-minute race, could he?
Well, he got a little bit of a tag along, and like we like to say, he threw a hook into the back of Jordi Tixia, and he tried to get dragged along at a pace that was a little bit faster than what he was comfortable with. He managed to do it for quite a while. As we got near the end of that 5-minute plus 2-lap race, it just wasn't quite enough. But what an amazing night for Matt Moss. Ended up second place in the 450 International, and likewise, second place here in the All-Stars race. A very, very credible evening.
Yeah, no biggest trophies for him, but still lots of great points. But also a quick word on Reed Taylor. Number 86, the bike, the leading 250cc rider in B4. I didn't expect him to be that far up, but that was incredible for Reed Taylor for the big Rock Motorsports team. But this guy was the man of the moment, Jordi Tixia, winning the All-Stars. We'll be back after the short break, folks. Stay right here.